with those salvos and other things. So I think this should be a pretty fair battle for this A main control.
And cage out, Cam going to be cleared on the corner. His swing, out back rubble. Hyunmin able to find one. Buzz going to be taken down. Paint shells flying. Izu up on top. The Rock, however, is able to find two, but then does get killed from beyond the grave. Headshot out from Meteor, however, two standing to try to turn the tides of this pistol. Swing into the back, and Flashback will be able to shut one down. Swings out a little bit wider, knows that the player's up close, and somehow that last bullet. Smoke's coming through, just trying to not give Flashback any inkling, any idea, and so far it is a success.
This is a tough battle now against Mako, who's been so good for DRX in these moments.
Swing onto the corner, and Mako will continue.
Damage, and then he gets taken down by the nades. Hyunmin here just completely catches Buzz off guard. They're so tunneled in on what's going on around that orb. They're just not ready for that player there, and even with the shield up for Meteor, he still loses that battle to Flashback, who has really started to pick things up as well.
Stacks just continuing to poke and prod over at C here. And rejoin with the rest of the squad. And Salvo's going to be sent through, looking for the stun, freeing, eating a, oh, I was going to say eating a bit of damage. Does fall down to 16, but finds a headshot as Meteor will fall on the side. Now the pivot call is made. So they try to shift themselves over here towards C. Guardian, however, Flashback not quite able to align those shots. Does get taken down. Mako with a peek up over the top, but it's not ready for Buzz to swing around the backhand side. He falls down. Buzz scoops up the Guardian. Finds himself a third in the round. Now it is all down to Hyunmin. Both players, a single shot will take them down.
Spike planted.
But can he isolate? Still has a paint shell. Going onto the corner, finds the first. Paint shell clears bottom of water. Hyunmin having to try to assess and just barely misses the timing there. Swing onto the corner though. He will be able to find the headshot. Stacks.
They're able to isolate Meteor's ISO using the Vice Wall right here. That's a nice setup, and then you know they're going to have to, as soon as they open that door to Z, they have to rotate over there, and they are, but T1's just so ready for it. Buzz in particular, just kicking the door open, grabbing a gun, and making the best of it. So a couple Sheriffs, a couple Ghosts, going to back up that lone Guardian that got carried over. He's still getting value!
What is that? Okay.
Into tree, try to make a four-man stack.
On destroyed Paranoia, dodged. Swing coming through, oh my god, Hyunmin is so instantaneous with it. Meteor, no chance in hell. Hyunmin with three, swaps over to the Vandal, goes for the push forward. Stacks has managed to shut him down, but now finds himself in a 1v3. Spammed out the pistols, whittling away at him as he falls down to 5, and Mako will be the one to put down his previous IGL.
Pull with it, just forget it. I mean, you can see some of that combo here by T1 to clear some space, but then they're all just corralled in the tree, and that's just a great opportunity there to throw out the salvos to make them to get around that wall potentially. Right now, they're just kind of being forced to play back.
Nate at the ready, swing onto the corner. Meteor able to find one. Bane going to be taken down. Showstopper sent. Buzz dead in transit as he tries to go on the entry here to the site. Meteor still pushing forward, poking and prodding over towards stairs, but he's not going to be greeted with anything quite just yet. Gets himself in deep. The double tap shield about to expire, making contact here alongside Mako, who will be able to collect the elimination. Push down, tucks back around the corner, still somehow managing to find that to get Carpe, but trade backs, looking good. Weapon's going to be scooped up. But Mako has already since arrived to drop. Strikes right before the spike can be planted. Izu at 85, needing to clutch it, and he cannot.
Bit of that. It's kind of nice, actually, that this Showstopper ends up hitting Buzz, because he's got that Guardian. But then Mako, just so darn good in the back lines. Always Mr. Reliable. Continues to be so, shutting down any hope.
Timeout is going to have to be called. 3 ultimates already online.
Yes.
Nearly 5 there. As Salvo's just going to be dumped, but somehow... Okay, never mind. Carpe does end up falling. I was going to say, no one really getting tagged up too much, but then eventually he's just locked in. Meteor has not lost in these ults quite just yet. Looks like that win streak is going to continue. Finds the headshot, Bane. Eliminated. It's Buzz. Across, out from tree. Vulnerability now thrown here onto Hyunmin. The push forward though to Izu. Somehow not reading this corner. They knew he was there. He managed to double up. Buzz on the floor, and suddenly it's just Meteor and Stacks versus 3. Pinged out, suppressed. Trapped in tree. Tap of the door, and Flashback is swung around the backhand side. And Meteor's just not ready for it.
Very difficult right now. It looks like the coordination isn't quite there yet for DRX. Stack's going to get cleaned out by Hyunmin, who has used some of that utility a little bit deeper. We've been seeing the salvos being saved for some of the later parts of the round when T1 is actually trying to get into the A site proper. This time around, they send the salvos out early behind. You have a Showstopper, and Probably not going to be able to use it now.
I must wait.
Almost certainly not. Push up. Well, Izu. Well, 3-1.
There.
For now, just going to be a tuck back. Vulnerability thrown around the corner, and that double tap shield not going to be too much. Buzz, however, does still manage to get value from the showstopper. But Bane comes up with another. Carpe dead. As Buzz at 10 HP tucks back around the other side. The spike, however, out in the open. And they know this. They're on the chase. Paranoia at the ready, just waiting. Cage thrown. This is just time delayed, time bought. It'll just be this backside plant here for Izu, but there's the Paranoia, there's the swing in. They will get the plant money, and nothing further.
Try to press in towards the two-player site. Maybe they just feel like if they rotate, it's going to give away what they're doing anyway. But there's no real...
Bane out here looking like art.
Yeah, right? Bane really nasty with the Odin there. But
who knows, they've zoned them, so they can just go ahead and leave Hyunmin on a little bit of an extended linger. While the rest of DRX gets ready to push into the site. Annihilation, or Armageddon rather, at the ready. And it's going to be sent here, laying out the red carpet. Buzz does manage to get out in front of it. Just one flashback, going to be taken down, swing under the corner, freeing, just trying to duke it out with him, and now Buzz gone. Carpe TPing forward, but he's not ready for this position. Ends up getting cut down. Freeing, tucked behind the pillar, has to go for the reload, swings back out. Target-rich environment, but has to play this to absolute perfection because now he's all on his lonesome. Meteor with 2 on the back end of the round will get T1 their first round victory.
Mildly putting it.
Oh, Buzz. Good start. He manages to find Hyunmin and Bane. A site opened up, freeing. Also do have that kill contract ultimate. Swing onto the corner, Meteor. Yep, shield broken, gets another one.
But outside of that, definitely has been a little bit of a struggle. See if they can get it together.
6-2, T1. You know, I mean, basically win out the remainder of these, but you would feel like at least get to 5.
Yeah. The back foot now, you know, they're going to have an unbelievably good defense. Good Paranoia there.
Oh, the Haunt does get a reveal. Showstopper up over the top, just dumps it into the smoke. Comes away with 2. And now Meteor has to try to shut him down. He is still so damn snappy with it. Hasn't lost the kill contract yet, but there is still quite a bit to try to fight through. Bane going to be taken down. Izu opens things up, is freeing around the corner. Cannot get through Meteor's shield. Considering how everything has started, and yes, there were some scrappy early rounds that slowed, but yeah, not enough to really afford too much firepower. Such a solid looking start here.
Yeah. You get 2 for the showstopper. It's tremendous value.
I just
see. Yep. That's what I was talking about. That smoke there kind of worked against him.
We clap.
Yeah.
But very different game, playing a different role. So not too surprising. Damage across to Mako as here comes the push in, but Meteor doesn't have the double tap shield available and is just not ready for that position. More of the silent carry so far, and Izu comes up with the goods.
Spike planted.
Spike gets planted, flashback. Finds the first, finds the second. Now needs 4 in total to go ahead and try to close this out. The salvo sent. Stave off Izu for the moment. 60 HP remaining here on the Cypher. There's the tap. The cam gets the reveal. Removal of the dart. Does he go for the timing? The hold up to half. Does he expect the double tap? Oh my goodness! The swing in from Izu! And he nearly gets away with it.
But this is another devastating round for DRX. They go up. They get the first 2 kills, and they still can't convert the round. I mean, the firepower now starting to come alive for T1 and win them rounds. Freeing doing what he can.
They're well poised, but Hyunmin has other ideas. Buzz Meteor going to be taking down Carpe up on top of the box. They're able to find 3! That's Freeing, and Mako join him in the grave. Swing out from Bane, can't get it done.
That opening pick onto the Vice, you know that's going to be C-Site. Very weakly defended. At worst, there's one more player waiting around there, so you're able to get that quick plant down usage value from that position. Trying to get Buzz way ahead.
Okay, well, Chaos in the smokes. Buzz able to find 1. Or no, the Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Yeah. It's rolling that one through. Stacks jiggling around the corners here. Seal Garden going to be used. Flashback trying to tuck away, but it's going to be a shorty. And Stacks is able to utilize it. It's a strong effect. Drone to lead. Probably caught a glimpse. Now certainly has a full glance. As Bane gets noted, but Carpe gets in front of this wall, TPing up into the side. Paranoia now going to be sent. Rushes forward, spots out Mako over at Waterfall, but cannot win the fight. Leaves Stacks now on his lonesome to try to tie things up at 6-6 versus 3 players of his former organization. And he's just going to get gunned down.
This is not what I expected from these two teams coming into this. I'll be completely honest. I mean, both teams have thrown away early round advantages. It's been all over the place. There's been huge streaks of rounds put together. It seems like...
On the buzz, down to 45. Pressure very much noted and dealt with on the backside here as Izu. Prowler does not spot out Meteor. That means that he's free to swoop out and stave them off. Swing coming through the first shots, missing 3 bullets remaining here.
Carpe.
Oh, look at Bane. Yep. Striking, finding him. It's now all down to Meteor. We know his position. The swoop forward, Hyunmin.
Beginning of the round so well. They get spotted out by the dart, and their response is to pause, use the Teo utility to cut off the T1 advance, do some damage to him even. Get a kill onto a player. It's trying to set the crunch on you. Work the map a little bit. You know, I think saved up for DRX. They're gonna get the spot on the Izu.
Meteor double tap. Does get popped. Swing onto the corner. Hyunmin to try to get rid of Izu here. Meteor already suffering quite a bit of damage. Has to tuck back. Hyunmin does fall low, but has the regen shield. Going ahead. Time to back up. Will find a headshot, but cannot confirm the kill. And Carpe now making his way over from Waterfall. Looks to try to find.
That's just kind of business as usual here. Just everybody covering their angles. Yeah, you lose player, but at the end of the day, not too big of a deal. Bring him back over.
There's the cam. There's the spot out. Recon at the ready as the cage gets popped, gets sent. Hyunmin tucks around the corner, but still gets shut down. Izu able to find one, peeks out free, down to his sliver, but flashback. Need to keep him protected. Comes up with a kill. Haunt going to be cleared out. Stacks here alongside Buzz, just trying to stave off the rest of the players here. Stop Bane from getting into the site. Spike for now. Not safe to be planted. There's a spot out and freeing, forced away once again. Just too damn low on HP. Beanie are able to collect 2. Flashback, their HP bars falling to pieces. It's freeing now. Needs to try to clutch. 8 HP. Meteor on the corner. We'll go ahead and put it down.
Some credit on this. DRX is really working the map, sending utility towards A lot, trying to make some attention in that direction. And they do get a little bit of extra help with bringing Buzz back long enough to kind of try to scale into sight, but Izu does a great job just holding the line with his gun. All of his...
First technical loss as Buzz tries to hold the door, and he's going to be good for 2. Free and Mako just going to be taken down. Spike gets recovered, but attention being paid elsewhere. A couple kills come through in exchange. Hyunmin, Bane now last ones remaining. Carpe on the backside able to find the first, and Meteor drops down from upper.
Planning from the part of T1. Just have Buzz there right at the door, just waiting. Once they break it, has a good opportunity. Then Meteor uses some of his utility.
Still Garden going to be invested as well. Flashback says, okay, we're on an eco attempt. Want to equalize the weaponry a bit here, but Buzz still bouncing forward.
Oh, got hit by the paranoia.
Yep, does get slowed up a bit. Trying to find targets. Has hit it deep. Does manage to connect. Flashback going to be taken down. Freeing able to find him though on the trade. Swing up over the top. Hyunmin. Going to be good for 1. Let's Izu down to 54. Recover on the Stinger. Meteor eating quite a bit of damage now. All down to Freeing and Mako. Mako is going to be taken down. Ooh. Freeing tries to hold the line, but with that Stinger only in his hands, just won't be able to make anything else happen.
Space, seemingly having a pretty good read on what DRX's big picture game plan is going to be for these rounds. And Izu there, playing back off the rip, just saying, okay, let them use that showstopper to gain some space.
Gonna rotate away. There's the tripwire, and Izu swings off it beautifully. Hyunmin going to be taken down. Nightfall now crashing across connect, I believe only on a Meteor. As Hunter's Fury looks to further delay. Get T1 closer. Try to get a flood retake going. Meteor able to find 1. Swing onto the corner. Flashback finding 1. Finding 2. Buzz gone. Izu, however, still here. The spike now on the floor and Stack steadies the aim.
Standing ahead.
Recon out. Cleared. Bane in a 1v3. Noise made as they look to just double face.
T1 committed so heavily. But Izu playing off that utility. A nice little setup, an unexpected position for the trip. Gives him a free kill. Almost never see somebody tucked into that corner. This is more APAC-y.
Some spanners have been thrown in the works. For now, fairly easy entry, but okay. Well, good luck, Hyunmin. Breaks the shield. A chance, but no. The win streak will be maintained. Meteor still undefeated in kill contracts, as this is just going to be a flawless. As we snap out of the ultimate, everybody from DRX is dead on the floor. T1 will gain the lead for the first time here on Lotus, 10-9.
Yeah.
Where his ult didn't pick anybody.
That's true.
No one got hit. So that's the closest thing to a loss that he suffered.
I mean, that's the thing about Meteor, is in a one-on-one.
Taking a much more aggressive position. Backs off, Cage is going to be popped. DRX looking to push forward as Carpe TPs right up close and personal, but Mako very quick to adjust. Snaps back to find the kill. Salvo, sends out there. The stun rather connecting onto Izu. Swing onto the corner, Meteor having the drag across his Mako just continues to swing out, just drifting in front of him. Player advantage here in a big way for the side of the DRX. Get this in flawless fashion, that would help jumpstart the economy again for them. Stax looks to try to push forward, but Freeing shuts that down. Just Izu and Buzz, who's being held at bay, forced back. Just that judge in hand. Izu, however, coming up with two, making this a bit more costly. As Buzz still does get value. And suddenly, Mako v Buzz, the footsteps heard. On the chase, on the hunt here.
Has to stick.
He's holding it down. Mako goes in for the peek.
Well, and I was so ready to just talk about how this time it's just better reactions from DRX. Like, they're able to deal with some of these trap and trick plays that T1 is trying to set up. With Carpe TPing around to the corner. Dealt with by Mako. Mako just on that wide swing as well. Oftentimes Izu on his own.
Ooh, push out. So it will just be this pivot across. Buzz here, ready and waiting, and shuts down Hyunmin instantaneously. He pushes forward, refills the space, the swing out, Freeing, snappy to readjust as Mako holds down the door. Slams it in Carpe's face, and now it's just Stax and Izu left. 2v3 though, given how these rounds have been going, it's very possible for them to clutch this out. And there's the first, Stax. Unable to find the other. Mako playing widely stacked up. Izu up over the top. Finds the first, and Bane, he's down to 47. The neural depth going to be invested. Bane swings out. 3 ping, tucks back. He's playing with timings here, playing with positions. Izu looking for the headshot, but Bane will narrowly find him. Push the lead.
It's just so back and forth. Another good start for T1. You've got 2 players down. And then, wow, what a response from Freeing. Mako's been incredible these last couple rounds as well. Just reacting so well. And he gets outdone by Izu. Oh, what a play there. Wall is going to be behind DRX if they make this B execute.
Cover going out.
A little bit of safety. Site's wide open. There's a camera, of course, but that's about all the info you're going to get here.
Showstopper should make for, ooh, pretty easy transition, but there's the grab. Buzz at the same time, able to find Mako. Shield's gonna be dropping, and Meteor will suffer his first fall here in the ultimate. Hyunmin able to come away with that one. Snaps out of it, and does manage to find Buzz at the same time. The Buzz beyond the grave had already set up the paint shells, comes up with a kill, and Freeing is left on his lonesome with just a Guardian.
I don't even know what happened. We're busy watching the ult. Buzz is busy wrecking people with his ultimate.
I want to see this from Hyunmin's POV, because, oh, hello.
Yeah, hi. Even though he's 17 and 21. Using that vulnerability.
Oh my goodness. Well, Mako just destroyed off the rip. Buzz getting value off the paint shell. Carpe here up on top of Rubble as Meteor swings out at the bottom side, finds Freeing. And this crunch here at A main is just going T1's way at every twist and turn.
No reason to. No reason to give up a freebie. Nice kill from Meteor.
Spike down B.
And that's the spook down.
Just Bane. Strafing with the classic, has he? From starting things off 0 and 6.
Ooh. The vulnerable into the paint shells that time catches Mako as he's trying to TP. And then just, yeah, start spraying through the smokes. Maybe he handed the gun over to Flashback, or Flashback had it all along. I'm not sure. They're already there, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's been going crazy, though. How about an overtime?
Sure. You and I are having some fun with those, so.
It's on we're here on Lotus.
Yep.
See if we can make it happen. Meteor wants to say no, as does Buzz. It is just going to be a one-sided affair to close it out here.
Especially with changing a player in as well. Seems to be working. Oh, God.
Okay, well, push up into smoke. Meteor going to be dealt with instantly as Mako is able to find the kill. Paranoia here on to Stax. Swooping out. There's going to be the reveal, but finds the headshot. go ahead and equalize the count. The shot dart into the corner will be avoided, and access to the A site will be denied.
To danger.
Flashback does manage to catch him a little bit more unawares, and doubles up to find Buzz, and suddenly everybody from DRX is starting to click on heads. Flashback now having the deal against Carpe, but back is turned. Carpe on his lonesome, just trying to get T1 their first pistol round win. Swoops out of the smoke and will be gunned down.
Against Talon, they only took 1 out of 5 or 6, and again, they haven't taken a single one yet from DRX. I mean, good early strategies, but I think as this goes on, making sure you're keeping track of these T1 players.
Snacks just here as the timing on that smoke dissipates, and Hyunmin will get taken down. Flashback to hold down this back line, ends up into that defender spawn. Bane watching here at A main, finds the first. Carpe just with that ghost in hand. Swaps to the Sheriff already. Very good damage dealt as Buzz gets the spot out onto Mako. Relays this to his teammate, but Carpe still needs to work his way forward. Gets the smoke, grabs the gun. Bulldog now in hand. Hannoi's the side, the drop down. Carpe swings out, freeing, flushed out of hell. Just Mako left standing now. Spectre in hand, Carpe at 1 HP. If he can find the first, and well, certainly has it, and he will.
Definitely a bit concerning there. I mean, you're just caught out off guard. Stax is able to dodge the stealth drone, I believe, by hiding on the other side of that box. And Carpe, look, if there's one thing he's good at, that's...
Give him a Sheriff.
Yeah, give him a Sheriff.
How many aces?
Is his aim with those one-tappers.
Stealth drone, Hyunmin feeding off the back of this. A bit of pre-fire attempt there. Does go through unscathed. Spisa gets opened up. DRX well entrenched. It's just the fake out going through the tripwire.
Grenade is live.
Mako spotted, repositioning him, able to find one, but then gets taken down. Carpe able to find that. Zizou gets rid of Mako. The site now opened up. The wall set to try to go ahead and block off this spray. Izu is just going to stick for it. They're trying to body block him, but it is far too late.
In the back pocket here with Buzz, using the fake out and then immediately TPing back to the defender side spawn. That buys 2 players. The vulnerable had hit there, that would have hurt.
Meteor looking for more. It does make a bit of noise here. The footsteps, the drone as well, spotting out. And it's going to be Stacks. Dealt with over at long. Meteor immediately looking to try to reinforce this position, but now no longer has that shield. Wall in the back pocket. 2 players from DRX tagged up. Hyunmin and Mako both whittled away at as both of them going to be the ones kind of facing out here as Mako just goes for the wide swing. Meteor decides to just keep his sights trained. Does manage to go ahead and finish off the enemy jet. It's Buzz looks to try to go ahead and take the space as well.
Difficult now for T1. Okay, Carpe can TP, but Ring hears it.
Has heard everything. Oop, the crouch in. Oh, catches him. Util in hand. Stun not going to do much there.
Kind of T1 not being patient. If they wait this out a little bit longer at A-Long, more even retake. But this gun battle, I mean, there's 3 guns barreling down on you here, and I get it, you're Meteor. I get it, you're Buzz, but...
Immediately, though. T1 sending Meteor to try to reinforce his position. He does have that Vandal. Up and over the top goes Hyunmin. Waiting for the peek out. Getting any kind of ping reveals here, but eventually they spot enough as they go ahead and just flood the backside. Freeing tucked away behind the box. A bit of an unorthodox position. Goes unread, and he's able to collect 2 as the near ult tab reveals all. Stacks pinged. Freeing finds him. A little spray on the corpse from Flashback saying hello to his former IGL. It's now all on Buzz to see if he can do any kind of damage whatsoever, but holding onto the weapon is going to be far more important, but he knows that this flank is likely to have occurred. Swing onto the corner, but Flashback snappy with it.
They've got him in a bad position. Izu throws a late trip to try to delay a little bit, but with Hyunmin able to get up on top of the box, buys a ton of space and info for DRX, and that late positioning from Freeing is really, really devastating. Does a ton of damage. You're going to get an earlier timeout this time around. As
well,
is it the same round?
Time.
It was at the same time,
yeah.
right? But it was 5-0.
After round 5, but the score slightly better.
A little bit. But this is just, I mean, I think right now it's just a lot of impatience from T1. DRX is able to take full advantage of that. Now, granted, it is attacker side on this map. This is where in the one time we've seen this from T1 is against Talon, and their attacker side, I think they went 8-4, if memory serves. So that's definitely where they're going to do their damage, especially with the double duelist. But, you know, I think they're just being too over-aggressive sometimes. I mean, that round they had weaker guns, and Izu gets caught out. That's whatever. But some of the previous rounds,
Sure.
they've been challenging stuff they shouldn't, and that's a little bit concerning. So let's see if they can kind of right the ship like they did on Lotus. But otherwise, DRX is just doing a great job, being patient, making good reads. That's what this comp has to do. That's what it has to do.
T1 nearly with a full house. 2 away.
Breaking down. Standing ahead.
Izu and Buzz here looking for these ultimates as Hunter's Fury just going to be opened up looking for the tag, but everyone swiftly is able to evacuate. Shifts their way over, but okay, here's the pull-in. Meteor able to grab Mako. A true challenge perhaps, but not for Meteor seemingly. He pops the double tap shield. Not even Mako. They're really trying to fight back.
Smoke's gone.
Smoke's gone. Entry still continuing. Cloudburst. There's a drop down. Hyunmin not wanting to overstay his welcome on elevated ground. It just will just die. As Buzz fishes him out of that Cybercade. Finds himself another. Izu going to be just mowed over by the Armageddon, but
Gain space. Izu, play for your life. Meteor finds a huge pick. Having those smokes down means that Buzz can peek this angle. It means that Buzz can open up this space and get these 3 kills. Basically break the round open. Right at the front of the C site with the camera behind it. Carpe!
Didn't check in towards mid, so still do have Stacks on a bit of a linger there on that B side, but Meteor holding down the door, finds himself a second, repops the shield. Access denied.
And Meteor there just steps ahead of the Tejo utility. Nice win for Carpe there, the 2v1, but he gets ahead of everything that DRX is trying to use, and he just catches him off balance. Repops his double tap, and reinforcements have arrived. Meteor is here. Opt for Buzz. Trying to use the drone to spot for him. See what they can find. Yep. Now Stack's going for a bit of an explore.
Oh, and finds one.
You'll take that trade every day as T1. Every day.
For sure. Flashback. Ooh, not snappy enough. Carpe able to take him down before falling himself. Let's continue to just be great trade-ups. Push forward. Buzz has sights on mid.
Dax, an unexpected push this time. It looked like with an op there, you know, you're not going to expect that player to re-aggress out of that smoke. So I think that, in that moment, that's a good decision. Izu just waiting, just expecting a player trying. Look at this, though. All 4 players from T1 are here.
Caught a glimpse of multiple players up and over the top. Goes Hyunmin. Down he will come, but he's going to be dead. So he hits the floor.
Oh, God.
A little bit of a timing with Stacks recovering fire. Able to peel off a little bit of that pressure. Up close and personal. Buzz, barrel stuffs, finds the kill. Bane dead. Flashback now. Lone player standing in a 1v2.
I have retrieved the spike.
Skips at the spike. Plant would give him a neural theft. But is it worth investing? DRX do desperately need these round wins.
Buzz can TP right onto the site.
Drops the cage, try to fake a reposition. Flash into the back, the TP down. 7 bullets remaining. It's going to be Shorty in hand as Buzz gets 3.
Cerebral when he plays this game. He rarely makes mistakes. I'd say the only time I saw him make something I would consider a mistake in this was when he peeked out down long A against overwhelming numbers that DRX had, but this one, TP's out, sends out another.
Dealt.
Goes in the
Minor amount of
B, but
yeah, but it's being read. Carpe ready for it, but just can't quite find the shots. A little bit of aim punch there. Mako takes the kill. The plan now comes through here onto the B side.
Planted.
Think I'm pushing through. A couple spam shots coming out, and that's going to be the Armageddon. Saving them all from that A-Link side. Drone to go ahead and refill the position. Gets the spot out on the 2, maybe even a collat ping. It's like, no. Stealth drone similarly, clicks to the other side. Gun barrel spotted. Hyunmin able to find himself a second elimination. Stack's going to be taken down, and looks like DRX not going to allow for T1 to start running away with this. Couple shots in his Mako. Let's get bones, but it's going to be one after the other getting picked apart as Buzz desperately swaps over to the opposite weapon. But
it's just saying, okay, we're not having a good time over at A. Let's try a different site. Mako TP's in there, and because he's able to win that battle, that re-establishes control. Gives them that extra angle for T1.
Chalk Dart clears out the tripwire. Up and over goes Hyunmin. Stealth drone alerts. Letting him know that the site is completely opened up. And flashback peeks in the garage, is able to find one. Meteor gonna be looking to go ahead and stretch the lead here once again. It's not nearly as snappy this time, and Bane will deliver his second ever loss in the ultimate. It's Mako. Continues to shut them down here on the approach. Stacks on his lonesome, 400 creds to his name. It's just being flooded from all sides. Decides to take the fight, to try to take the gun out of Flashback's hands. See if they're going to be able to accomplish that.
Well, now they're looking a lot more fired up, a lot more crisp with the aim. They just dial up another fast B hit here. They say T1's not respecting this site at all.
Yep.
That's what you sound like to me.
Gets a ping out, Buzz suppressed. To back away as the wall goes across. And then backpedaling as Paranoia comes through, but Mako is able to find one. Carpe snappy. Took the down flashback. The shorty finding one, but freeing. Comes up with two. Not sure if it was a collat or just through the box. Either way, huge value found. It's now Izu.
Uh-oh.
Salvo. Oh, nope. Can't get out of there.
Gather info. Are they going to be able to just kind of keep T1 pinned long enough and that they can get their rotations to where they need to be in time? God, freeing is so good. Haven't won one.
Yeah. Much needed kickoff here to the second half for them. As the rush getting ready to come through. Mako just trying to get any kind of shot through. Knows that that double tap shield has been put in play.
Flash.
As, oh, the TP forward, and Buzz will just go ahead and find the kill. Mako going to be taken out as Izu is able to find the other. Pushing out from the defender's side now. Massive player advantage here for T1.
I love that from Buzz. Flash and TP in. Just go at him.
Freeing. Drops in, taken down. Izu able to find him. Bane tries to get a bit of a pincer maneuver here for DRX. The pressure, they're just going to run it down, and Meteor will go ahead and find it.
From T1. The whole round, they're just pushing into garage early. Found some open space. God, that is such a good maneuver from Buzz. And then they're able to just kind of tuck into different corners. Catch DRX players in bad positions where they have to check a bunch of different angles.
Here's these footsteps.
Deploying drone.
Drone to check. Oh, here comes the catch. That's going to be Stacks dealt with. Just a ghost to scoop up, though. And nothing too hefty gained. Stun, looking for the connection. Buzz rushes forward, eats an immense amount of damage with the smoke, but catches a glimpse of Mako. Takes his head clean off.
Oh,
Finds himself a third. Scoop up one more would be on for an ace, but Flashback's just going to be out into the open. Easy to collect.
a lot of info gathered in this round, not just with the recon dart, but off of this push as well. That's something that T1 could be very aware of. God, Buzz. I mean, just the timing there, expecting Hyunmin to swing the corner.
Defend this A site. Stealth drone around the corner, just basically going to be pre-fired. So doesn't spot out too much, but knows that they are rushing up. Is okay. Meteor trying to advance into the site. She's going to be taking out Buzz as well. Similarly, falling as Hyunmin. Slow
Tough.
creep call.
One
Tough
enemy
indeed,
remaining.
especially as Bane
Spike
nails the one
down
tap.
A.
Izu challenges in for the fight. Able to find one, finds two. Bit more damage dealt as Hyunmin falls to 24 once again.
Yeah, no real ambiguity here for T1. They just try to brute force their way through, pop the double tap, you know, try to TP in, and the timing's just cut off really nicely by DRX. But they read this the whole way. They had the info.
Double tap still available here for Meteor. Drone to try to check. Bane swings out, tries to clear that. Hyunmin maybe getting spotted. Clear the TP, trying to just go ahead and stave off the chaos that they know is coming their way as the vulnerable crashes across. Swing onto the corner. Meteor going to be good for one. Izu covering fire is able to find Mako. Hyunmin's still here, but now widely on his lonesome and just can't.
Two players at DRX stuck in that back corner towards the graffiti, and
Out on the teleport as well.
exactly.
Don't have that added bit of chaos for Buzz arriving into the back. In fact, does get taken down there as you saw from Hyunmin, but Izu has just been so steady today.
Just
Camera taken
gonna have
out.
to rely a bit on Flashback with this rifle. See if he can find a pick.
I mean, good luck. The first player you spot out is Meteor, and you see that shield is popped. Carpe just going for a quick little check here around the corner. Pop flash going to be sent up. Hyunmin swooping in from the side, but Carpe able to find two. Bane Flashback both going to be taken down. The blind comes across. Hyunmin able to find one. Gets the other. The 4K on for the ace.
C.
Looks for it. One knife remaining. Doesn't manage to find the kill. 3 seconds. The plant now being stuck.
Spike planted.
Backside in, he could just try to flush him into the open. But instead, they're gonna drift into one another, and the headshot will connect.
And he had a slow start to the map, and he's heating up now. I mean, good maneuvering here by T1 to break open the site. The paranoia catches. Carpe stuck out in the open there, fully blinded.
Getting the qualification over to Masters Bangkok. Here comes that kill contract, looking for the grab. He's able to find flashback, and Meteor is right back to his old ways. Buzz now, fourth position, finds the first, cannot TP out the safety. Hyunmin does manage to cut him down to size. As the Hunter's Fury doesn't find much. Carpe up on top of the box, but time ticking. The plant got in very quickly as there's the TP forward, looking for a little bit of spray across. The drop down, Hyunmin able to find stacks. His Meteor, however, is still here, and he is still a menace.
Value that you're getting out of this ISO. You're able to get the huge first kill on the flashback. It gives you a lot more comfort to push towards that C site, get the plant down, set up your crossfires. Hyunmin does a good job here.
Filter not spotting anything. Swing out of the corner, Hyunmin able to find one stack, trades it back. Paranoia, try to hold off the rest of T1 at bay. Goes as well sent, but Meteor takes a nasty hit from that shock dart.
They're gonna try to go back to the front door. Still a lot of weaker weaponry other than Freeing's rifle.
30 seconds left.
Too much damage found can be shrugged off. Bane sends out that recon a bit early. It's just the drone
Out of charges.
to try to check forward as flashes start flying. Ping reveal onto one. Mako dead here in front of the site. Bane dead similarly as Freeing tries to hold his ground, but can only come up with a single kill. Flashback now on the rotation.
10 seconds
About
left.
to be noted by a tripwire. A quick check confirms that he's here in sewer. Throws the shorty on the floor. And sprays DRX on the floor. That's exactly where he's going to put flashback down.
Holding their ground against some tricky maneuvering from DRX. Losing that player there, a little painful. Mako tried to hide in the smokes and find a timing there. They're able to clear that owl drone to keep his position secure.
Good.
Close in the corner of the drone to try to lead the charge. Considers for a second going for his own, but that would have been a very bold move. But I think that gets a spot out on the two. Hyunmin might have been noted up on top of the box. Either way, vulnerability going to be thrown in. Bane going to be flashed up and Freeing still here, finding one. Stacks does manage to go ahead and take down the enemy Teo, but Buzz and Meteor have both been cut down to size. The tips of the spear eliminated as fishing into the smoke. Mako finds one. Izu now with everything to do, and
They're going to try to go for this execute. We're just going to cut them off as they come through. God, that's just a great reaction, though, from Hyunmin.
One enemy.
oh, Hyunmin.
Oh, my God. Just absolutely destroying in this round. Still, though, a reset up for this B hit. Smokes are giving it away.
Flash is going to be sent. Freeing not going to be really caught by that. Gets a fake out on the TP, and Mako gets taken down. Buzz doing wonders here for the squad as Carpe is able to find Freeing. Meteor lost so far. Hyunmin noted. Buzz here at backside, able to shut down Bane. A 2v4. T1 have so many options available to them. He attempted to push forward, the flash coming through. Hyunmin, it all falls to him, which is 24 HP. T1.
Use that owl drone quite early. Another really good entry. I mean, if Meteor and Buzz get into a site, it's basically round over.
Feels that way.
It's just, they're so clean. It's just a matter of stopping that. You got a dimensional drift and a kill contract available. Oh.
A little bit of chip damage there. It's Buzz rushing forward on the hunt. Should have gotten a sense that flashback was there, and there's going to be the nab. Meteor once again grabbing him up. Mako at the same time, ripping people apart as Buzz and Carpe both can take it down, and now finds Meteor anticipating and knowing exactly where he was going to snap back to after the kill contract had expired. Zach's on his lonesome. Not much to be done. T1 pumping the brakes, but we'll take a look back here as it's just some narrow margins. It's like, okay, yeah, kill contract right here, no problem.
Meteor knew it too.
Yeah. Start up over the top. Not going to be able to get the spot out here on the flashback. Paranoia will connect, and the shoulder going to be seen. Flashback dancing around the side for Buzz. Quick to chase forward, does end up getting subbed out. However, as Meteor goes to the backside, being able to find a second, finding a third. Meteor still alive.
Exactly.
With the plant, there's the neural theft built up. Izu.
Phenomenal stuff from T1 on this execute. The paranoia lands squarely onto flashback, and he's stuck behind that box because of the recon dart. He can't clear it. and they're able to scale into sight because of that. And then Meteor's just able.
Gunman, however, scaling forward. Ooh, flush along the wall. Meteor needs to read this. Timing missed. Doesn't spot him going down to the sewer. Gunman, it all falls to him. Finds the first. Looks for the second. Today Mako getting involved to take down Buzz. Meteor, however, does manage to strike. Comes out of the sewer with the Armageddon. Ripping across. As there is the kill contract once again in play. Double tap shield is still there, and Meteor still good for the shot. Gets the refresher, but is snapped back right in front of Freeing this time. The TP pick up the spike, brought over to B. Izu scales forward, taking space.
Everyone hiding.
Neural Theft, however, gets the reveal, spots him out, Freeing. Considering going for a push. Flush alongside the smoke here effectively is Carpe. Spots on the TP, but then Freeing immediately just barrels into the site right behind him. As Izu has to try to clutch it. Spots one, cannot make it happen.
DRX Hyunmin to wait this out, to tuck into this corner. And Stax just had no idea. Another good kill contract, but Meteor knows it. This is dead when he comes out. Nobody else had been able to claim the space behind him.
That's a couple fully expected. He's going to be in that spot and likely with it off. Here comes the push out now into the B side. Carpe going to be good for one. Stax joining in. Finds another flashback. Hyunmin both going to be left on the ground, and Stax instantly dealt with, Freeing. Finding the kill, scaling forward, taking space over towards back sight. The fake out sent their way. No one falling for it. No one looking to give Buzz line of sight. It's Freeing and Mako splitting the difference here. There's a spot on the one. Kill gonna be collected. Izu, however, somehow comes away with two.
Enemy remaining.
Now, down to Bane. The dart sent flying. Bane pushing forward. Tucks up into the smoke. Skirts around the cage, pushes out, and he just does not check left! Gets T1 up to match point.
Didn't anticipate it. Unbelievable. I mean, Stax here doing a nice job holding that. No, I knew that had to be insane, because Stax had barely come around that corner around the box. I was like, what in the world was that, Free?
Such a disgusting that they're looking to end up on. Reposition will come through. Gone well into the back. Simple clear. Mako nearby. Gate crash working its way forward. Paranoia at the ready. Gate crash uncleared. TP forward here from Buzz. He's able to find Mako. Takes him down, just quickly traded out. Hyunmin repositions, gets himself here. Back sight. In the meantime, flashback. Scaling forward, ready to try to intercept. But it's not going to push through the window. Gonna wrap around all the way towards C. He looks to just play this out as quietly as humanly possible, but there's still that tripwire previously set up, so getting a backstab angle is not really going to be easy at all.
Oh, Meteor.
Meteor is lingering behind a little bit, Freeing. Here, ready to greet them. The vulnerability not going to hit anybody as the wide swing comes through. Stax able to find one. Izu gets another. Hyunmin trying to strike. Flashback now. Makes his presence known. Backside plant. All down to flashback to try to keep this overtime going. To try to keep them in this series! Oh! And he's got it done!
And flashback happy to take it. Great patience, great stall. Again, using that info so well as DRX, mirroring their movements, taking map control. And even though T1's able to scale into the site, I think they got the spot on the flashback.
Buzz is going forward, Freeing tucked around the corner, and Buzz able to find it, gets out scot-free before the punish can come through. In the meantime, C site looking to be taken. Camp still set up, and Meteor holds things down, notes the flank, brushes him aside as Carpe not quite able to find the adjustment there, ends up falling down. Player advantage, however, still here in the hands of T1 as Hyunmin looks to go aggressive, and still somehow comes away with one. Tailwind's back over onto the site. Stax able to find Bane. The Buzz dead. Stax and Izu to try to keep T1 in the lead. The drone to check. Hyunmin does get tagged, has to try to retreat, but cannot. Stax guns him down. It's all on Mako. But the time is not on their side here for T1. They have to get a move on. When you're playing against Mako, it can prove to be very difficult. Now comes down to the two IGLs, the two former teammates. But the time not quite gonna be there. And Mako gets the Red Bull clutch. DRX.
We're into overtime, a great pick early. Kind of one of those classic T1 plays. But then Hyunmin taking so much space out here, that dash out so good. It's a great spot for Stax, just barely reacting to that. But
This guy's been playing O's.
yeah, right? Izu, a big fight here, potentially.
Swing out, and oh, the second shot from Flashback is clean. Right between the doors, right between the eyes. I sat here in the smoke. Recon at the ready from Bane. Sends it. Gets the ping out onto 2.
Oh.
That's everything that DRX needs to know as they look to bring this map to a conclusion and send us over to Fracture. Ping reveal out, Meteor scaling forward, tries to get the double tap, shield refresh, cannot, stacks. Ends up falling, as will Buzz. Line will go ahead and force it back.
Oh.
Unmin with a blast pack forward, instantly finds a headshot and gets the one tap on the stacks to boot. Another paint shell into the fray. Izu up on top. Be safe here for the moment. It's Carpe making some noise, drifting across here from Sands. Spun out into the open. That stealth drone does eventually get cleared. Meteor pushes up, able to find one. Not yet found, but Mako plays it patiently. Springs the trap. Meteor falls. Izu and Carpe now. It's Carpe instantaneous with the first, gets the second.
One that he's had.
Spike planted.
Time, however, ticking, working against T1. Salvo flushes him out. Bane, he takes that. Swings out, finds Izu. Guns him down. Carpe. No way.
Hold on to your head.
To try to win this one out. We'll just be tagged up and
Round. Anticipate the trap setup. Stun never even hits Yunmin. He's able to blast back right past it. Oh, 2 just clean kills. And as usual, Mako outthinking, outsmarting his opponents. Carpe answers in kind, but it just takes so long to get there if you take those ropes. You can see DRX is so wary. Oh my god, crazy person.
Yeah, he is an absolute lunatic. Just pushing forward, paint shells now into the back. Carpe, having been noted, just get forced away. Flashback finds one over towards A site. Buzz trades it out, can upgrade to the Ghost. And in the meantime, there's still a good amount of damage onto these players from DRX, so they are far from out of the woods. Blast packs up over the top. Carpe plays it patiently, waiting, and Stacks is able to collect one. The push forward, the right click, rewards him with a kill. Now suddenly Buzz puts that Ghost to good use. It's all on Mako. The spike stranded here in this position as paint shells from Molly will be expended, traded out. And Mako gets tagged up. The blast pack sent, Buzz with 3, and T1 get the thrifty to tie it.
And this time they get it done. They just keep re-tucking in behind this smoke at the front of tree. You lose your lurking player in Izu, which, you know, again, you don't think is a big deal initially. Or excuse me, you know, you're going to trade that, that Ghost.
So congratulations.
Oh boy.
Carpe backpedaling though, says there's a stun onto Meteor. Gets worked down into the ground. Buzz quickly storming forward as Izu's able to find one, but Hyunmin on for 3. Spike, however, still stuck here in main. DRX having to recover. Needing to fight into these 2 players. They've gotten some weapon upgrades, but a lot of the util gone. But here's the showstopper now as Buzz pushes forward, manages to find 2. Hyunmin needing the ace to try to clutch it out, and he gets it done! Loot Jack.
I mean, just so much util thrown by both squads, but with Meteor down, the other 2 players stuck behind the door. Buzz just says, okay, well, you got the showstopper. I'm going to pick up 2 and leave it down to Stacks.
Shout does get a great timing. Comes with Mako just before falling Flashback's hand.
Buzz might find a good one.
Does he anticipate the close angle? The answer is going to be no. Showstopper still does find one, but Flashback will find 3 overall. Carpe's position very well noted. Flashback.
Some of these ideas that they have to play off of each other. Good awareness by Flashback there to be ready for Meteor to try to repush that angle. Covering Mako, even though Mako dies. Flashback really solid in that.
Spotted, Cam gets situated. Door opened up, and this is going to be heard here by Izu, who has the ult at the ready. Rolls out the red carpet in main. Green just going to be held up. Spike as well. Not into the site. All the rest of T1 have now getting congregated over here towards this site. Meteor will find a second kill. Green going to be taken down. Orbital goes through. Carpe just cooks Mako. Bane will be noted. Whoa! Time ticking,
10 seconds
but he's got enough. Rolling Thunder sent to try to get the plant. Has he offset the aftershock? Has enough position though to get out of the way. Spike now planted. Stacks on the drop. The 1v1 as they note each other, and Stacks comes out on top.
Winning that 1v1, Stacks finally able to come through. Izu playing this position really, really nicely. Some good covering fire from Meteor. And Bane, that is disgusting.
Three of them to try to work with here as Hyunmin bouncing up into tower. Tripwire going to be cleared out. As Meteor hold close just here alongside the box. Ring spamming forward. Meteor does end up falling. That opens up the B site for the taking. As Mako will happily snatch up a weapon upgrade.
Spike planted.
Plenty of noise being made here as Buzz. Oh, just going to get taken down. Mako finding him through the box. Now Izu given reason to pause. His flashback, all he wanted was the weapon here. Swings out, collects it, isn't ready. I suppose for this timing. Mako now tucked. Oh, couple shots, finds it. It's all on Carpet, see if he can deal some additional damage. Finds the first salvos, flush him forward. It's a little bit of damage across there, but pushes up, cannot find Bane.
On the B site.
And value for Mako.
They did have value for Mako. I mean for T1. he scoops that Guardian up, but you know, with these stingers and all this smoke that they're able to generate, they can force these close. Can have some of those nanos and other things to delay. You have to rely on your positioning a lot more.
Similar start. Sheriff in hand here for Meteor, but is going to be stunned up. The push not quite coming through. Carpe tries to take the fight first and foremost, but Hyunmin will be able to gun them both down. The rest of T1 just trying to catch it off timing. Seems like it's already been noted. Freeing will go ahead and bring it to a swift. It's a little bit laggy to catch up. 5-2.
And now they've got some huge ultimates as well to go up against this gun round that T1 is going to be able to bring to bear. They're rolling, and they're not afraid of this B side at all. So,
Kavu.
yeah, the call for T1 is to just play further back, give up this space.
Whoa, timing there for Carpe. Clock just trying to slow up the approach out of tower. Pays the iron price.
Let them plant and then play for a retake, and then all of a sudden, try to fight it. Buzz gets one, Izu gets another.
All right, well, far from flawless. Out is going to be called.
You don't have everybody there. They go for a timing out of the smoke.
Rolling thunder from Bane, 2 off from having that online. Axel has his, just hasn't really gotten into a position to utilize it. Izu just immediately gets destroyed. Coming so clean. Back of these blast packs. Orbital strike now going to be called in. That pushes Carpe forward into Mako spray. Swift demise here. Meteor potentially slipping the net a bit, but it's a stinger at range. Doesn't go for the ADS, doesn't go for that tri-shot spray. Stacks will be able to go ahead and clean one up. There's 4 more players to go. Up to be back up, but doesn't get the opportunity to use it.
Punishing this side of the map. I mean, yeah, it's a weaker buy. This is so clean from Hyunmin. These entries he's having, the way he's recovering from the blast packs, very, very good.
Look at my prime Jing.
Exactly. Things around. Couple big ults though. Oh my god.
Full flash connecting, full line into the corner. Showstopper to try to stave off the pressure. That does send them packing. In behind the box here is Meteor, the peek out, the kill. He gets obliterated. Buzz here on the north side crunch. Looking for a little bit more. His own Showstopper now in play. Spots one down in the sewer. Rocket goes past Hyunmin. He does eventually fall. Down 3 kills. The drift across. Buzz is so damn low. Mako.
What are we seeing? I mean, the attempted crunch here looks like it's going to work for T1. It looks like they're going to be able to cover that. Hyunmin hits that shot. The second one as well. And then Mako. Tapping there.
My God.
You almost never see him fired up like that.
Well, once again, fighting over towards this arcade, and this time, it's Buzz. He's completely and utterly entrenched. Stacks and tower, be a quick turn from him. Mako not in a position to try to go up and get the punish here, the backstab. It's just going to be Carpe.
From Mako's ult. You have a few for T1 as well. So this is something maybe they realized from that previous round. They're like, if we could just hit that same flash, we can really cautious as DRX.
Flashback is going to be sending out that steel guard and looking to zone them away. Take these weapons out of hand. Flashback forward. Yep, Buzz has been caught by this. Just going to be back gen as Mako pushes forward, gets himself flush. Orbital strike here onto the site. Bane unable to escape. It's blast radius. Ends up getting taken down. Mako lingering here, but heard that blast pack up. Looks for the second. Can't make it happen. Izu dodging out those bullets. Himself alive as the neural theft now gets invested. Two-man firing squad set up out here. Try to spray through the smokes and come up with any kind of value they possibly can, but now it's all down to flashback.
More of this play for retake on B. You really can't contest it with the Cypher. And Carpe just looked lost as the Brim, so just wait for the rest of the reinforcements to arrive. Good ult combo there.
Moves over onto the defensive side.
Ooh.
Yep, Molly there at the feet. Tiny bit of damage. Flashback eats. It's Mako. Pushing forward. What? Just opens up and finds Meteor. Flashback pushing out of the smoke over here at main. Comes up with the kills. Carpe does get taken down. Buzz works his way forward up through Canteen. Keeping count of the amount of players that they have noted. Freeing has not been in the mix there. Salvo is going to be sent. Buzz looking to try to close the gap here. Pushes forward. Point blank. Look at the headshot. Freeing is able to find it. Stack's going to be taking down Izu now. The one that has to try to play this all out. They nearly aligned for him. The Salvo still online. Sends it. Keeps them off the spike for the moment. Just so many players to try to isolate, to divide and conquer. Finds the first. Needs to hit this headshot and cannot. Bane will take him down.
Just flashback playing a really cheeky spot. Great entry from Buzz. But Mako had already got one, and Carpe there was all on his own on that side of the map, getting pressured from their spawn. Has less of it. Send Meteor for a lurk towards the sewer. Doing a good job of at least fast-tracking a showstopper for Buzz. Stacks out in the open.
Mako swinging out for the fight. Flashback working his way closer. As there's the flash, there's the spray, and there's Buzz dead on the floor. Thrifty this time looking like a bridge. Very well, much too far.
30 seconds left.
Right here.
Yeah, what else can you do?
Looks like the call is going to be just trying to keep some general interest on this side of the map and hope that Carpe can maybe get a plant down, but you can see here, Bane pushing forward, hearing the footsteps. So quick with it.
I mean, T1 has to have an unbelievable half the rest of the way through. These Razor Vines are so annoying at the front of this site, just like the Nanos, make it so much more difficult to get through. So far for DRX, has looked pretty good. Oh, this is
Fault line at the ready. Looking for the crunch. Buzz is able to fight back for one, gets himself a second. The paint shell just lands right behind Hyunmin's heels. And Freeing just desperately trying to find some spray.
Get that showstopper easily online, but Orb's pretty easy to play for on attack side.
Push up for Meteor. Finds the first, finds the second.
Good on this round. Just a little bit deeper util there for the side of T1. Gives them that slight edge. I mean, obviously the gunfire as well. Man, that's pretty good stuff. There, Izu. Not
death.
Izu very close to the Armageddon. Should be funneling that orb over to him here.
Calling it out quite just yet. Some spray. Oh, Mako continues to just get away with just daylight robbery.
Showstopper only got flashback down to 5.
It does not get that kill. I don't necessarily know that they've actually noted him here on the site. He's trying to play anti-flash, but it's going to be Stacks who ends up getting flashed at the same time. Swings out. He's able to go ahead, confirms the kill.
Spike planted.
Well-timed pop there from Flashback, just unable to hold his ground. Carpe swooping forward, finding one. But he and Stacks, just 56 rather, health between the two of them. Nigh impossible odds. Looks like Carpe is going to try to go for a reposition, but yet just won't have the time for it. Stacks seeing one, but the spray is just off. Mako crouches. Carpe snappy with the initial headshot, but now is forced away. And the plant is not for him. Doesn't have a molly, doesn't have an orbital, doesn't have a hope in hell. Sure.
They're so well drilled here. Mako just so ready, knowing that they were going to try to get that orb over, but it's been arcade after arcade after arcade for T1 on this attacker's side. There's no diversity. Back pretty close to even. Flashback, taken down by Meteor.
That's exactly the kind of play that you need to see for T1 to get back on the horse. Mako waiting the cage, about to dissipate, and Meteor anticipates it incredibly well, as this guy is just taking over the round.
Gonna anticipate Buzz here.
Slowly drifting across the rope, would love to upgrade this Stinger. It's an immense amount of damage. Fault line holds him back. For now, Bane, somewhat safe, but here comes Meteor. There he goes.
Just, what do you want? Meteor won this round. That's all there is to it, folks. There you go.
One enemy
Won some
remaining.
duels. Carpe with an outlaw scooped up. Anything else, or if anybody else even finds him in time, doesn't look like they will. Universe where he just takes this map over and drops 30 kills in the next, 7 rounds.
It's always the probability is higher than 0.
That's true. But okay.
Pushes DRX back now economically. Also, however, still decently on their side. They have that steel garden to try to equalize the firepower a bit. Gunman just sailing forward, gets himself up on top. Just going to be finding a Cypher cam for now. As once again, T1 turn their sights on Arcade.
Well, at least, you had a round where you did something a little bit different previously, so you're forcing DRX to respect. There's going to be different ideas coming through. I think he found just enough of a corner here.
Oh boy.
Nope. Maybe not.
Flashback mode down. Armageddon coming up with value. Paint shells here at Bane, stops him from pushing up into tower. Looks to try to refill that space now, but knows that Buzz is pushing up, getting ever closer, but he's still able to find the headshot. There's that one orbital strike now going to be called out. Gives his life to try to go for the play here. Dax does get headshot, and he goes pushing into the orbital strike.
Last player standing.
Almost gives him a
Right crunch for DRX. Doesn't find anybody, so they're able to get back into place pretty quickly, do some damage. I don't think he had enough room, actually.
maybe not.
It's hard to tell from T1 this time on the north side of the map, but now they're going to swing through the dish and drop area, which has been left widely undefended other than Carpe. He's kind of keeping an eye on it, and DRX should be kind of figuring this out pretty quickly. But they're just content to play back a little bit.
Line at the ready, gets sent. Buzz able to get out in front of this. Gunmin, based here in main, doesn't manage to find one, but now the Rolling Thunder crashing across. They lose one of the players who can try to help them play against this pressure. Stack similarly sends out his ultimate. Aftershock into underneath the side, but Carpe is just absolutely massacring them. Flashback now noted the cam getting the spot out. They know exactly. Door tapped, and Meteor.
They can't really follow up off of it, and then Stax is able to respond with a Rolling Thunder of his own. Gets behind the pillar, lets it out, and that completely nullifies that advantage you have. Carpe!
Oh.
What is that? Oh, Carpe.
Carpe, oh boy. Still somehow gets enough time to get his weapon back out, tucks around the corner. Showstopper now from Hyunmin, chasing forward. I think here onto the salvos, Mako able to gun down one. Hyunmin, however, lost the Showstopper, not finding value. Bane still held at bay and caught, trying to go for a flash, trying to set up for the rest of his team.
Comes Buzz.
One enemy remaining.
As Meteor, yep, finding two, Buzz around the back.
And then call for the last two. Money's not going to be good for DRX after this one. Just smart stuff from T1. Not much to say other than they...
Torns over the top. The countdown here, the 1, 2, 3, go from T1. Salvo's going to be sent after Shock, trying to clear the close angle. The Thorn's already popped. Shorty, the blast pack forward as he tries to send it, and Buzz cuts him down.
30 seconds left.
Killenly found the man advantage here for the side of T1 as they look to get within touching distance of this scoreline.
Spike planted.
For DRX, how are you trying to get out of here? Do you have to end up making a 4-man save call? They may, but they do fight back for one. Bring down to 70. This Meteor gets picked off. Buzz back up in the tower alongside Stax. Swing out. Shots exchanged. Mako putting the final one front. Looking for the hold here on that plan. Carpe gets one with the molly. Hyunmin going to be taken down. Armageddon going across. Buzz sends to the paint shell to delay tactics. Working out of their favors. He gets a fadeaway shot. And he will find the fourth and final.
Oh, what heroics from Buzz. This jump in catches Flashback at the perfect time when he's swapping guns. Nothing he could do against that shorty. And then he's playing this tower angle so well, dodging the ultimate. throwing the paint shells in, catching, freeing, then taking down Bane. And now all of a sudden, it is 1 round from being tied up. T1 may be looking to do the impossible. It's even the Outlaw for Buzz this round, has a showstopper, actually had bought 2 guns. Had an Outlaw looking for a pick, swaps back over to the Vandal. Bunch of ults here, if needed for T1. You would hope they'd be more of a safety valve against an Eco. Let's see if they can find any more value. Back over to that Outlaw again. Gonna try to lead the way. Some clearing of space. This time around, DRX playing a lot closer in A main. Not nearly as bunched up as they were on their last Eco.
Ring ready to send these salvos. Paint shell close here. Push Mako back. He evacuates. Showstopper still in play. Gets the catch. Flashback going to be taken down. Still guarded big damn. Still is able to find some value. Swaps to the shorty and puts Mako down to 5 HP, but cannot confirm the kill. Going to be good for 2. Carpe Meteor both going to be on the floor. Around the back is able to go ahead, pick up the Vandal. Fault line at the ready. Sends it. Looking for the stun into the orbital. But this time, Stacks not going to get cooked.
Left.
But they've bought some time. 7 seconds remaining. The plant now being stuck. Forward position. The fault line across. Bane held at bay for now. Izu tucked it, drop, freeing.
Last player standing.
Able to catch a glimpse and Stacks falls down. It all comes down to Izu. His attention is split.
What we saw in their last Eco. They don't give up any information until T1 has already scaled up onto site, and they're able to use that steel garden so effectively. And then Yeonmin is just pressing A main control this time maintained, whereas previously on their Eco it wasn't for DRX, and they're able to use that because T1's just not mentally prepared for it. This is such a mental battle between these 2 teams. And DRX right now has the lead, has the advantage, and they're 1 round away from going to Masters Bangkok.
Second international that Mako qualifies for as the IGL. Buzz finding an opening. Izu taking a big battering though, down to 31.
Exactly where you are.
As the neural theft will be invested. No reason to leave anything on the table here for T1. Know that they need to force this out to overtime once again to try to close it from there. Get the spot up, but they're not able to scale forward into the site. Meteor gains a bit of space here over towards Sands. The spike, or rather the smokes get ready to dissipate. Freeing, staying tucked, but now going to be forced into the open. The orbital goes his way, and Meteor will be able to cut him down to size. Mako, however, still present, still doing damage, finds 2.
Oh, the rolling thunder here as well for Stacks.
Split apart. 1 on the site, 1 in main. Stacks here hovering on the corner. Shoulder spotted, finds the first. Rolling thunder no longer an equation. Is it Meteor? Goes for the peak. He's a bit of damage, and Flashback lays him out. 13-10, DRX